Hi there, it's Chris Hamilton here with bookkeepingautomation.com and also with entermyinvoice.com, where we help reduce the accounts payable process by upwards of 80%, making you more profitable, allowing you to find more clients and grow your business. Anyways, in this post, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something that's really unique. I did a post on one of my bookkeeping marketing tips on looking for people within a specific niche. This one takes it a little bit further. What happens is I'm going to talk specifically about QuickBooks and QuickBooks Desktop as it relates to specific industries. So, for example, I'm up in Canada where I live. QuickBooks roughly is kind of 70 to 80% of the marketplace of the small and medium sized businesses right now. And of that, roughly 90% are on QuickBooks Desktop. Now, here's where you can gain a competitive advantage is that people within a specific niche that you're going after have QuickBooks Desktop. Now, our program is the only program that will expedite the accounts payable process and work with QuickBooks Desktop. So this is where you can gain a huge competitive advantage. So let's just say 70% of the marketplace is QuickBooks, 90% of that is QuickBooks Desktop. That's roughly giving you 63% of the market in general and overall that you could be going after. So huge competitive advantage. And what happens is you can go after a specific target market and tell them that you can get their bookkeeping done faster and better for them by leveraging a program like ours, and it'll be less expensive and you'll actually be way more profitable. So here's how you do this. I thought what I'd do is show you how to go after a niche market in LinkedIn. So this is a little known secret that very few people use. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the advanced search up here right beside the bar. And not a lot of people know about this, but when you click on this, it allows you to get further details on specific people that you're going to be looking after. So these first two columns are used on a free account, which is roughly 82% of all people on LinkedIn. As such, we're only going to focus on these. So what I want to do, I'm going to start in the middle column here. We've got relationships. So I'm going to go first level, second level, and group members. So what this is first level connections are people you're directly connected to. Second level connections are people that you have a connection through someone you're connected to, and then group members are if you're part of any groups on LinkedIn. These are people that you're connected to through a group. What you're going to do is you're going to pick your location, which I am in Calgary, so we will pick Calgary. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at specifically the plumbing or plumber industry. Now, most people would go down here and put plumber or whatever it is as a title. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this a little different. I'm going to put plumber up here. And then what I'm going to do, or plumbing. And the reason why I put a capital OR, and it has to be a capital OR, is that there are 5 search modifiers or advanced search tactics on LinkedIn. They are using quotations, brackets, and, or, and not. And the and, or, and not have to be capitalized. What this is doing, just in this case, is it's saying I want to look for incidences where it's plumber or plumbing in someone's profile. Now down here, what I'm going to do is put in owner, because you want to go after owners of businesses. Oops, don't want past, we want current. Or president. I guess the other one we could put in there is O or co-owner, something like that. Oops, got to spell it correct, owner. And then what we do is we take a look. So what I'm doing is we're using this people search to find first level connection, second group members in Calgary that have keywords plumber or plumbing in their profile and are presidents or owners or co-owners of a plumbing company. So let's hit search and see what comes back. And I get 310 people that are on LinkedIn that I could go after that are have plumbing or are owners of plumbing or plumber businesses. And so now this allows you to focus your niche, and now you can go after these people. Now, I'll give you another tip. This is a fast way to get in touch with these people. I'm going to use Bob down here, for example. I've got 17 shared connections with Bob. I could go through all these people here and see if they could connect me. But you know what? I know Renee and I know Tim very well. I don't know Ben very well. Let's pretend that I don't know any of these people. What I would do is I would go into View All Shared 17. And then what I do is I go through and see, is there anyone in here that I know better that might be able to introduce me into this person? And as I go through, I see, let's go Jason, for example. Jason or Shane would be able to introduce me into this person. And what I do is I reach out to Jason, for example, and say, hey, Jason, I see that you know Bob Baker, from whatever company I guess it is that he's part of. Wondering if you might make an introduction for me. If so, please send off, use this as an email as an introduction. Subject line, introduction to Chris Hamilton. Email body would be Bob. A friend of mine, Chris Hamilton, reached out to me, see if he could connect the two of you. Chris provides bookkeeping services. His service works particularly with people in the, say, the construction or the plumbing industry. And he has a process that helps expedite bookkeeping, which will reduce your monthly costs. He was hoping to get connected to you, see if this might be of interest to you. Thanks a ton. Let me know if this is okay. And then regards, and then you put the person's name in there as you were going to send it, like, regards, Jason. And that way, what you're doing is you're taking away this person having to actually specifically think about what it is that he wants to, write an introduction. It just makes it that much easier for them. So, long story short, just to recap on this stuff. So, think about this: is first of all, I showed you how to find a niche market on LinkedIn. I've showed you how to reach out to these people. Now, the value prop here, though, once again, is bookkeepingautomation.com for your client if you're using it, or if the client wants to use their own version, it would be entermyinvoice.com. What we do is we take the accounts payable process and we reduce it by like 80%. Now, the other thing that we do with QuickBooks Desktop, now the other thing is that we attach to QuickBooks Desktop, which is roughly 60 to 65% of the overall market in Canada right now. This would allow you to have a very huge competitive niche against the people that you're up against. So it is, it's a fantastic way to go after business. It's a great way to differentiate yourself and gain more clients. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, chris.hamilton@entermyinvoice.com, or feel free to call me at 403-630-1243. Have yourself a fantastic day, and feel free to go to bookkeepingautomation.com and start a 30-day free trial of our software.